Remix 32. All of us would agree that we know a number of different things. If challenged to give a catalog of what you know, you might say, for example, that you know the English and French languages, how to swim, how to drive a car, how to analyze a chemical substance, that you know some history and some geography, that you know a number of different people, and so on. The list, even in general terms like this, would be a very long one, and it would not be possible for practical purposes to set out such a catalog in detail. But one thing is obvious from the few examples I have given. The word know is commonly used in many different senses. Political crime differs from ordinary crime only in the motivation, real or claimed, of the criminal. A hold-up, a bank robbery, a burglary, drug running, kidnapping, or murder is no less a crime for being politically motivated. In this context, terrorism may be defined as motivated violence for political ends. This distinguishes terrorism both from vandalism and from crimes of violence in which no political motivation is discerned. Political crime is thus a wider term than terrorism, which is an extreme form of it. The relationship between the two is that between the whole and the part. Paragrafı uygun şekilde tamamlayan ifadeyi bulma soruları. Trade unions started out as small social clubs. They simply aimed at getting fair treatment for the workers and better working conditions. It was not until 1871 that they were legally recognized. From that day on, they rapidly grew in power. The important question today is whether they really use that power in the interests of the members. With the Renaissance, the arts ceased to be primarily religious. The heavens fell into background, and the earth came to the fore. Leonardo da Vinci, for instance, painted many pictures with religious themes. Power pictures were painted of the angels in heaven and more of the people in the world. It is the sports page that enables a lot of evening papers to sell well. These give the latest sports results of the day. Those people who have made bets on horse races are anxious to know whether the horse on which they have bet has come first, and so they buy an evening paper. Anlam akışına uymayan cümleyi bulma soruları. Medieval and Renaissance architecture can best be appreciated in Italy. Venice is one of the most popular beauty spots in the world. At the center of the city is St. Mark's Square, one of the finest squares in the world. On one side stands St. Mark's Cathedral with its great Byzantine dome. On another side there is the famous Place of Dog with its mixture of Gothic and Renaissance architecture. At the end of 1974, the prospects of the country were far from rosy. To start with, the rate of inflation was steadily going up. It only dropped temporarily in July and August. So were the unemployment figure, and the cold winter served to aggravate all the problems. Economists have long known that people are an important part of the wealth of a nation. However, drastic measures are needed to prevent a rapid increase in the population. Obviously, the productive capacity of human beings is what really contributes to a nation's wealth. Therefore, it is imperative that every nation should invest in its people. Clearly, the most effective form of investment in people is through good education in all its aspects.